Hey guys, what's up? It's Coach B Michelle, the brand coach. So, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, thank you for watching. So, I specialize in helping solopreneurs and small business owners build the foundation of their brand through printing design, coaching, and consulting. And we also plan events for business owners to help them get in front of their target audience. Lately, I have taken on another role as the co-host of the Business Basics Club on Clubhouse. So if you're on Clubhouse, be sure to go to the Business Basics Club and join our club. I co-host that with my good friend Michelle Williams, who's the Ignited Teacher. She helps teachers and entrepreneurs integrate tech into their business. And Sonia Pelton Sam, who's the glam coach. So she builds cute little graphics to help glam up your business, and calendars and little note cards and things of that nature that you may need to add a little glam to your business. And I then help with the brand development. And so last night we had our second, we hosted our second session in our room, and Michelle came up with the topic of no more bootleg business. And I thought that was so funny, but very fitting. And so we talked about a number of things last night, from your legal formation to taxes, to payment options. And so I want to just kind of hit the highlights on one of the topics that we talked about, which was the payments. So basically we talked about Cashapp and how you should not run your business with just Cashapp solely. So I just want to hit on three really quick points that we talked about last night, on the reason why Cashapp should not be the sole way that you take in revenue in your business. And number one, it's not a bookkeeping software. Cashapp is just that. It's just for you to receive money, but it really wasn't meant for you to run your whole business through. What you need as a business owner, once you make that leap from side hustle to full-time entrepreneurship, or you just out the gate are starting a business, this is part, getting a business software, a bookkeeping software is like, that's in the beginning things, of your to-do list. Which bookkeeping software do I want to use? Whether it's going to be QuickBooks, FreshBooks, there's Wave, there's PayPal, there's so many options that you can use, and especially it's really based on your budget. QuickBooks is a little pricey. I have to build up the QuickBooks. I started out on FreshBooks, and now I've been with QuickBooks for about 4 years, but FreshBooks is like $7 a month. So if you're new to entrepreneurship, you're thinking about starting a business, FreshBooks is a great place to start at. Wave is actually free. There's no monthly fee, but they take their fee out when you send a client an invoice and they pay the invoice, so they take their fee then. As a business owner, you have to set the precedent, set the foundation for your brand and for your business, and having a bookkeeping software really does that. It lets you see what revenue do you have coming in, your expenses are coming out. You can literally just log in and see these things. They're able for you to track your business and make sure that you're meeting your goals. And it also is really a good look for your business and your brand, especially when it's time for you to get your taxes done, and your tax preparer can see everything right there for you. Okay, so Cashapp is not that. It's not a bookkeeping software. Number two, it's not as secure. Okay, so there's a lot of scams happening. I know you guys are fully aware of some of the scams that's happening on Cashapp. Anything can happen. Cashapp is not like PayPal and other options where if something happens, they'll give the money back, or you can file a scam report, and they'll back it up. So Cashapp doesn't have all of those protections. If somebody happens to send the money to the wrong person and the person doesn't send it back, now there's conflict. You're mad as a business owner. They're upset. Now they have to pay again. And it's a mess. It is a mess. And it happens to people daily. So this is why having a legitimate source to receive payments, I'm not saying don't use Cashapp, but I'm saying that it definitely should not be your only source of taking in revenue. And you should set some parameters of when you will use Cashapp, or when you'll let a client pay with Cashapp. For me, it has to be $100 or less. Now, if it's over $100, there has to be there has to be something major. It has to be a real reason on why you can't pay this invoice that I'm sending you if it's over $100. And I'll only do it if it's really important. So set some parameters on the amount of money that you're willing to accept through Cashapp. $10 or $15. If it happens to get lost, No biggie. The client might not feel, probably won't feel any type of way, and you probably not gonna feel any type of way because they'll be more than happy to probably pay you again. I don't know, possibly, but that's different than them sending $100+ to the wrong person. Okay, and then there's no way to, like, yeah, you can report it, but there's no guarantee that you'll get the money back. And then number three, this is where it really comes to the branding part, and how branding is all about how your target audience, how your clients and your customers really perceive you and what they say about you and how they feel about you. It's all about the experience of how they feel doing business with you. And a lot of people will not do business with people if Cash App is the only way that they can pay. So why would you put yourself and put your business in a position to possibly lose revenue by not having another payment option? Especially if you are B2B, that means that you do business with other business owners. A lot of business owners want to be able to use their business debit card and credit card. They want invoices so that they can track expenses coming in and things are in revenue, that expenses that's going out in their business and the money that they're spending. So you have to also think about not just your business, but definitely if you're B2B, you have to think about your potential client's business and making sure that you're providing options. Like, I'm such a fan of choices and options. So I try to make sure that, like, taking cash, and my clients want to come to the office and pay with cash, they definitely can do that electronically. I use QuickBooks. You can send an invoice. I'll send you a PayPal. And if you're gonna use a money system, I would prefer. I mean, PayPal has its own issues, but at least if something happens to the payment with PayPal, you can put in a claim, or you can put in contact the resolution center, and at least try to work it out and get the money back. Whereas PayPal, they don't have like the whole system the way, if something happens, the way other platforms do. So again, getting a bookkeeping software early on in your business is really important, especially. You need it anyway, especially when it's time to do your taxes. Your tax preparer will thank you, and you'll save a lot of money by having a bookkeeping software. So check out QuickBooks, FreshBooks, Wave, PayPal, Square. There are a number of platforms that you can use to send out electronic invoices. And then PayPal, one of the cool things about PayPal is that you can create a little link and just send the person the link, and then they can pay the link with their debit or credit card. So there's just a number of options that you can explore and do, what's best for your business. But Cash App definitely should not be the end all to be on how you really run your business, because it's hard for you to get a good picture of what's happening in your business. And just before I go, just a quick example. Early on in the pandemic, I helped a lot of people with applying for PPP. And unfortunately, a lot of people were not able to take advantage of the PPP because they didn't have a business checking account, they didn't have a DBA or LLC, and they definitely didn't have bookkeeping because they didn't have any way to prove their income. All they had was Cash App, and then some of them were not even depositing the Cash App money and putting it in an actual business checking account. They were just sending it to their personal checking account. So there's a lot that goes into this entrepreneur life. It gets crazy. But there's things that you can do, and there's support out there to make sure that you set the foundation for your business and your brand. So again, hopefully, definitely join us on Clubhouse every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central with myself, the Ignited Teacher, and the Glam Coach, and bring your questions. We're there to help and answer them as best we can about just basic business questions that you may have. If you would like to talk more in depth about something that's happening in your business, and as far as it relates to branding and business development, I would love to meet with you. You can go to bmichelle.com to schedule a consult, or you can inbox me or send me something in Messenger, and I'll definitely respond. But be sure to like and follow me on all platforms. That's Coach B. Michelle on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And as always, put your best brand forward. Peace.